We are actually not going to be starting this episode with any music or captain's log this time. Instead, we are actually going to be starting the episode pretty much where we left off. Valak, it looks like you dropped out of the game. You good?
I'm working on it. Yep.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'll bring the location around so that when you get here, we can just start right in.
Captain's log. Something.
Something. There you are, Block.
First
Okay.
officer's log. Who the hell is in my room?
Okay. Yeah. So as has been said before, you are in your quarters, and there is a Vulcan who is sitting in this seat right here, next to the worst design table in the history of tables.
I've
Um
seen worse.
and yeah, there's this Vulcan who's sitting across from you. He looks to be maybe about your age, ish. Um, and as I've said before, he's not wearing any kind of Starfleet uniform, unlike all the other times you have seen him. Instead, he is wearing, sort of a gray jumpsuit that has this gray jumpsuit with these horizontal ridges to it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and he's let's see. Last time he just said we need to talk. I believe.
Yes, he said, "Commander, we need to talk."
I will give you 2 minutes to explain why you're here.
Oh, we have longer than that, Commander.
I'll go for my com badge then.
Okay, go for it. You go for your comm badge.
Anything?
You don't even hear the click.
What? Okay. Phaser then.
Oh, this is.
Just pull the phaser out. Again, 2 minutes to explain.
I suppose you could say that I'm here to ask for your assistance. You see, to you, over the past few months, you have been seeing me around. For me, it's been a matter of a day and a half. I've been observing the progress of you and your crew. You've passed.
Time travel.
Indeed. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a small handheld device.
I see. And what is that now?
This is the center of, well, what I do. Oh, shoot, hang on. Let me just pull something up. I just want to make sure I've got something correct. I just need to make sure I have something correct. Where is it? Yes. It's. You see, you and the crew of the Hadfield, in fact, the whole 10th Fleet, are about to find yourselves at the center of a little war.
A war?
Yes. Now, to you, it may seem like a simple mm, our side versus their side conflict, but in reality it goes much further than that. And he presses the button, and all of a sudden you are no longer in your room.
What's around me now?
What is now around you are sort of this bluish holographic area with these little sort of bubbles floating around, little lines going all over the place, and it's
I
just
see.
you. It's just you and him. See, this fight that you're going to be engaging in the near future is part of a much larger conflict. We call it, at least where I'm from, the Temporal Cold War.
Oh boy. And what will be our part in this conflict?
Now, that I can't tell you. If you know too much, it could influence events. We're very careful as to who we trust with this information, and even then, it took a while to come to a conclusion as to who the one we would approach would be.
And why me?
Well, we considered a few sources. The previous science officer of this vessel was one such candidate. However, when it became apparent that his time on the Hadfield would not coincide with the necessary time frames, and he looks over to, sort of one of the floating baubles as it passes by, we passed him over. In addition, we considered reaching out to the captain of the Hadfield, Captain Jacoby. But while we usually do try to reach out to the person in command of the vessel that we will be interacting with, the Vulcan crosses his arms and he has this straight look on his face. Captain Jacoby is too volatile.
Understandable.
We monitored the events that transpired for, well, to you, a mere 24 hours ago. However, for me, it was more like 12. The
I
last
see.
time. The last time I saw you was shortly after your. It would be. Ah, yes. Your encounter with the Romulans.
Yes.
So, out of character, if you will remember, that the after you finished off all that stuff with the Romulans, that guy appeared before you and was like, "You will suffice."
Yep.
Anyhow, um, now, as for what I actually need of you,
Yes.
I need you to be my eyes and ears in this time period.
And you're sure I am the choice?
Indeed, discretion is necessary. You cannot tell a soul about this.
Understood.
Now then, I will be in touch with you sometime in. He looks at the device. Ah, yes. Exactly 2 weeks and 5 days. That is when the next piece of the puzzle, so to speak, will fall into place. That much I can tell you. Be ready. And he presses a
Very
button.
well.
He presses a button, and with a flash, you're back in your room.
And am I the only one here?
Yep, you are the only one here.
Okay. Going to go over to a computer.
Mm-hmm.
Going to basically start a sealed off encrypted folder.
Uh-huh. Okay, give me a control engineering. There's no difficulty to this. It's just however many successes you generate is the number of is like the opposed check on this. So control engineering assisted by the ship's either control engineering or security assisted by the ship's computer security.
Okay, for some reason my sheet is not working.
Oof.
It's like I do not get it. It was literally working a second ago. Roll 20.
Roll 20 in my life.
Hmm.
Okay, now I cannot even go to my sheet. What the hell?
You want me to roll it for you?
Here, let me just roll just some regular d20s, and apparently I will need you to tell me what.
Let me pull up the Hadfield crew. Lock. It does not appear that you actually rolled it. I think the command is a little different than that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of another one. Here, I'm just going to use the little button.
Yep. Those are both successes. Now the ship will assist with computer security. Nice. I don't think that's a critical success, but that's a third success.
Very good.
That means the difficulty of any task to try to open these files will be at difficulty 3.
I see.
So,
I am literally just going to do not mad. Vulcan is real. Temporal Cold War. Event coming in 2 weeks, 5 days. Set reminder for 2 weeks, 2 days. And
very well. So, on that note, we are actually going to pick things up in about a week and 3 days time from this encounter.
gotcha.
The Hadfield has been resummoned to. I have the name on the map. It's Starbase 621. The thing I'll tell you is you guys were ordered to Starbase 621. No stops. Which is the hopefully you guys know what that's like the equivalent of. Like you might be ordered to go back to Starbase and be like, yeah, come back to Starbase, be here around this time, we'll have stuff for you.
It's like, no, this is mom and dad yelling, saying, "Get down here in 5 minutes," or
yes, this is mom saying, "Get down here in 5 minutes." Yeah.
Did they give us a reason?
No, they did not.
I'm going to guess time shenanigans on our part.
That is entirely possible. So, however, I should ask though, in the meantime between here and there, is there anything you guys would like to do?
Work on the engine.
Ah, right.
Gotcha.
What was the last check that I had you make on that?
1 sec.
Gotta pull out my paperwork and hope to God that I did a good job at keeping keeping my paperwork up to date. I know it's all here. Damn it, I know it's all here.
Okay, let's see, is that, oh, is this the first one?
Might be here with this stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, I think the last one was on the 10th. In that case, we have 3 work done, and yeah, it's
Oh,
a
yes.
difficulty 3, work track 15, resistance 2, I could talk.
Yeah.
We had to do we did a reason engineering, or for Tev, it's reason con checks. Ship assist is comp and engineering. Yeah, so we only have 3 work done so far.
Okay. So in that case, I need you to roll me a difficulty 3 reason engineering, or in the case of the Zonin, con check. Valak can assist.
I see. Okay.
Con reason. Du-du-du-du.
Oof. And Valak.
1 sec, I was trying to reset roll 20 to see if it'll fix.
Alrighty.
Maybe.
Just let me know if you need me to do something. This dude. No, not that outfit. Oh yeah. Let me find the outfit for you, Sally. A larger picture would be
There.
great.
I rolled a 4. I'm assuming that works. My engineering is pretty great, as is my reason, so.
Maselli, that's what the this is what it looks like. That's what the jumpsuit looked like.
Yep.
I gotcha. I was making.
Oh, this dude's outfit.
Oh, Wesley.
Oh. Oh.
I don't think I have any focuses that will apply, so that's just 1 more.
Yeah, I just need
That's
the
the 31st century Section 31 outfit right there, don't you know?
Oh boy.
Haha. Was that for the ship?
Yes.
Okay, then that'll do it. That's 3 successes. The Zonin rolls 6 challenge dice. Ouch. That's only 2 work.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Damn.
Slow going. You're right.
We have 3. Do we have momentum from my roll earlier, or does that all go to the securing the thing?
Yeah, no, that went to securing it because that was it's a difficulty 3 check.
Gotcha.
So getting there. Okay, anything else that anyone wants to do before you get to Starbase?
Can Joeza start polishing his rifle?
Yes, you can work
Roll
on
to polish.
Yeah, roll to polish rifle. No.
Hit the absolute worst number, and your rifle explodes.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yay.
Jueza is
Oh.
permanently blinded.
Oh yeah, Jueza. Last week you missed the one combat encounter that I was hoping you would be there for.
Of course.
Like
Come
I
on,
was
it's
like,
we
okay. I was
we
like,
had you ready to kill a time bear, and nope.
I was like, oh, it'll be great. Jueza will get to have a whole combat. He'll get to be a badass, and like he'll get to shoot this cool time bear
It devolved
thing.
to us hucking bricks at it until it ran away like we're shaking a can of fucking space nickels at
No.
Space
Like in the
nickels.
end, the doctor did great, and just like bye,
Yeah, the doctor
bye.
kicked its ass.
Just time yeeted it.
What? What time heat?
Unfortunately, the time bear came into my time and had an emergency call up, so
Yeah.
he planned it out very well.
Yes. So in that case, after after about as I said, about 8 days of travel, you guys arrive at the starbase, and it's now up on the view screen for your viewing pleasure.
Star bases.
Oh, out of curiosity, since they get to work on the engines, is there any way I can like upgrade or modify my rifle like over time?
Oh, you want to do some work on your rifle?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm thinking about how how I'm gonna do that. Just give me a sec.
Add a transporter beam on it, you know?
Yeah. Well, if you want, I'm saying, if you want to work on that, starting now, I can take a little time and start you in on that. Sure.
I can, or if you want to think about it for a bit and do it towards the end, that's fine too.
Yeah, because I think this episode is gonna be a lot of this is just gonna be a lot of role play, a lot of little scenes. I don't think there's gonna be a ton of overarching plot line of this episode. This is a very much feel free to role play with whoever you want to. This is your opportunity to have little scenes with each other. But
Okay.
so you've arrived at Starbase. Without doing too much roleplay, the captain gets called down to the transporter room to receive a guest.
It's kind of spooky. Wait, the captain's not here though.
Yes, he's not, but I'm saying he gets called down to the transporter room to receive a guest. Are any of you going to go anywhere until the captain gets back?
Do we know who the guest is?
No, you do not.
Nope. I will
Google
be
first,
in engineering for a moment.
What's
I
on
am
the
assuming this is not going to be fun, and I need to go to engineering to take care of something.
Okay, then that leaves, I think, Lieutenant Zonin as the senior officer on the bridge.
Again, yes, it's quite fun.
So, Lieutenant Zonin, you take center chair.
Right. So we're docked at the starbase, right?
Huh?
Said we're docked at the starbase, right? Or
Yeah,
are we
yes,
just floating outside?
You're currently making for docking, but before you even docked, someone is already beaming on board,
Oh
which
my.
is, I'll say it, abnormal.
Are the intruder alert signals going off?
Nope.
They're coming aboard.
And so you're moving into dock, and then it is weird because it's only like for maybe about 10 seconds. The captain walks back onto the bridge, turbolift doors open, with a man, maybe middle-aged, Starfleet uniform, no color. And the
No color.
no color. And the two of them walk into the back to the ready room and go inside without a word.
Do they look like they're linked together?
What?
We said two guys with no color.
No, no, one guy.
Oh, one guy. Okay.
Yeah, one guy, middle-aged. His uniform doesn't have any color on it. It's not command, it's not operations, it's not science.
Do we know what that means?
For you, you can make me a reason command check, difficulty 1.
I'm probably gonna be wanting to
Oh,
know who it is too.
generate a momentum. That kind of a uniform is standard of those who work in Starfleet intelligence. Now, what department of Starfleet intelligence? You couldn't say.
All right.
Quick, is there a big old 31 on the shoulder?
Not that you can see, no.
Damn.
Oh, you
It's
guys.
like they only did that in the past. Come on. They're very discreet this time around.
This time.
In that case, then, could I ping Lieutenant Commander Vlock?
Yeah, sure. Commander Valak, your comm badge pings down in engineering.
Don't add him.
This is Malak. Go ahead.
Commander, could we speak someplace?
I'm currently in engineering. Can you meet me here?
I guess.
Very
And then-
well. I'll finish up my work here, and then we'll go ahead and talk.
Hmm.
Could we be in someplace more quiet?
Very well. I will come to you. Your choice. I just have to finish up a few things here.
Understood, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And we can fast forward to meet wherever you choose. I'm literally just going to track you down wherever you choose.
Yeah, where would you like to meet with him?
Is the conference room open?
It is.
I'd go there then.
Very well.
Okay, conference room. And then I'll switch it to TNG Clean Hum. So yes, Doctor, you walk into the room and maybe about, I don't know, 40 minutes, not 40, like maybe 10 minutes later, Commander Valak walks in.
Doctor,
Commander, do you know who was aboard this ship?
I am not sure, no.
They appeared to be members of Starfleet intelligence, or sorry, there was only one of them.
Yes, just one.
I see.
Um,
Well, it's not who I was expecting.
Commander, are we in some sort of trouble for our actions in the past?
No, that if that was the case, we would be getting a visit from the Bureau of Temporal Affairs.
So there's nothing to worry about?
Well, it's Starfleet intelligence, so most likely there's some plan in motion, and we will hardly get to hear any of it.
But what would they want with the captain?
I'm imagining quite soon we'll be getting some orders from Captain Jacoby to do some unknown thing that we would normally not be doing with our ship.
The secrecy? It bothers me.
I understand, but it is part of being a Starfleet officer.
Yes, sir.
Is that all, Doctor?
I think so, sir.
Very well. I am going to head to the bridge. If you care to join me, or if you have other matters, go ahead and take care of it.
I will follow you to the bridge.
So we're going to the bridge, and I am relieving Tev. I'm sorry. You're no
No!
longer in the captain.
Mhm. Yep. Okay, so about 10 minutes later, the man walks out of the bridge. The not Jacoby, but the man
Gotcha.
says, "You must be Commander Vlok.
Indeed.
You were here on the ship during the incident at the recently renamed Pollux system."
Yes.
I see. In that case, until further notice, you will be remaining in command of the Hadfield. I am Luxley. I'm from the Starfleet Intelligence Department of Temporal Investigations.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Currently, I'm investigating the incident in the Pollux system. Commander Jacoby and the rest of the party who are down on the planet will need to be thoroughly interviewed and debriefed on the matter.
Understood.
I assume I have full use of the conference room?
Yes.
Very well. Captain Jacoby is to remain in his ready room until I am ready to meet with him. I
Very
hope
well.
you understand.
Indeed.
Thank you. Until such time, see to it that the team who was down on the planet's surface is set aside.
Very well.
I'm going to perform a routine inspection of the ship. I will be back in approximately 1 hour. Thank you, Commander. And he walks to the turbo lift, gets in, and he's gone.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I will ping Rugan.
Is he on the bridge,
so
or...
busted.
Oh, I thought he was not, but
Yeah, aren't the both of you on the bridge?
Regan is on the bridge still.
all right then. So I don't have to tell anyone.
Yep.
Ragan has mastered the skill of being so incredibly still that he's invisible.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Rugan and the Doctor, you both heard all of that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, the color drains out of.
Well, Lieutenant, Doctor, you heard the man.
You're all in trouble.
Commander? We didn't do anything wrong.
It's temporal affairs. Trust me, it's merely something to check over to make sure we did not damage anything in their opinion. Once the work is done and they leave, I'm sure we'll be able to go back about our business.
Rugan, how do you feel about this?
This is definitely an interesting issue that we've been confronted with.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oof. Now,
Quite.
now, according to the orders that you've been given, Valak, anyone else, however, is free to either go about their regular business on the Hadfield, or even go over to the starbase.
Understood.
So
Gigi
that's
will-
2 people.
Go
Yep.
over to the starbase, wanting to use their armory lab or whatever they would have for like weapons.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably a place over there that you could actually do, that you could start putting together some plans. You'd probably have to continue the work on the Hadfield.
Yep. But I could at least put the plans together, maybe research the latest technologies or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. In that case, we'll do a little R&D in the meantime until Jacoby gets back, because it'll probably take me that long to make sure I know how to do this.
Okay.
No problem.
So, you're going to need to pick... Oh, geez. See, I don't know if you're going to be able to do this because I don't think you have any focuses that will help.
How
Freedom Fighter.
did you do this?
No. Those are
Oh.
values.
Right.
I'm talking focuses.
Ground tactics.
You don't have any foci that help. So, oh, there you go, Vlok.
Got it. Finally.
Yeah. It is one of those things though where I don't know, because the rules are still very vague on whether or not you have to have a focus in order to use it. In order to do the thing.
To do the thing.
I'm gonna say no. So you know what? I'm gonna say that you can just pick whatever focuses you want. So pick 3 focuses, just any focuses, foci that you think fit this kind of a upgrade.
So probably ground tactics, just because you would want good small weapons and ground tactics.
Well, this is you making engineering upgrades to the
Right, but you would still need field experience to know,
Okay.
like
that- All right, ground tactics. I will let you pick that as a focus. Oh, I'm gonna grab. Let's see. It's.
I will use chain of command as a focus so that I can order someone who does.
As I said, these don't have to be. I've
Yeah.
decided that these don't have to be focuses that you have.
We
Oh,
can
okay.
just pick. We can pick focus. Like you're basically choosing a focus to make a plan of work and work that focus on improving your gun. So
Okay.
I would
Right.
imagine small arms or something of the sort, or that.
So yeah, small arms, maybe particle physics or
That's a
energy
good one.
physics.
Yeah.
And maybe well, that's 3 there. Do I need? How many do I need? Material sciences.
Sure. So out of that, there are 2 that are there is one that is the right answer. There's one that's the outside the box answer, and there's one that is just wrong.
Just wrong.
just wrong.
Okay.
In this case, you're going to make me I think it's a reason engineering check, difficulty of 1.
Okay.
But you have to tell me which focus you want to pursue.
I'll say what was it? Particle energy, particle physics,
Particle
whatever
physics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So reason engineering, Complication 1, no focus, right? Or yes focus?
In this case, actually, I'll say that it'll probably be reason science because of it being a particle physics type thing as opposed to a straight up engineering.
Ooh. In that case, can I
Well, you've
switch it?
committed to it.
Oh, okay.
We have a momentum.
It's only difficulty 1.
Sure, I'll take the momentum because I'm gonna need it. Those are my 2 lowest stats.
Oof.
All right. Yep.
Ouch. Okay, so you have no idea whether or not that's a right one or a wrong one. You're scratching your head over the complicated particle physics science.
Can I use a determination as a freedom fighter?
I'm gonna say no on this one.
Okay. What about brimming with self-confidence?
Are you brimming with self-confidence, though?
You'd have to really sell me on brimming with confidence.
I'm so confident that I can do better than anyone's ever done before. As I'm
You're gonna make
Bajoran.
the best rifle ever.
So you'll be you want to be confident in your own results.
Correct.
Okay, I'll
And that
allow
goes
it.
to self-centered.
I'll allow it. Re-roll the 3.
Okay.
Okay, you do get it. Roll your veteran to see if you get your determination back. You get it back. So I'll tell you that you're not on the wrong path. You are either on the right path or the outside the box path. Not telling you which is which.
Okay.
Um,
So what do I do from here?
but so that's it for now because you can only make one
Okay.
of these checks per game.
Yep.
Okay.
I will come up with a suitable extended task that you could do in the future, and you could probably even get Rugan to help you out with it.
Okay. Because I'm gonna need help if it's gonna be science.
Fortunately, weapons mods are a lot more simple than what Thizonin is doing.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, listen.
We've got shooting people kind of down to a science.
I will turn the warp
so-
core into a bomb if you don't respect me.
Yeah, no,
You are
no.
not
We
turning
can
the
turn
warp
into a
core
big
into a
dumb
bomb.
laser.
Oh yeah, no.
We will go out.
Yeah,
I
no.
think you're going to turn the warp core into a bomb accidentally.
Yeah, making
Hey.
making modifications to the warp core, to not just the warp core, but making modifications to the warp field to get better speed and better numbers out of it, so to speak, is something that Federation engineers are always working on. So to make any kind of headway will take time. Whereas in the case of Jueza, you're trying to modify a phaser rifle, I think is what you said you wanted to modify, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Reminds me of a quote from DS9 where O'Brien says, "All right, we could take the ship to warp 9.4 in a pinch," and then Dax goes, "Isn't the theoretical maximum for this engine 9.3?" And he's like, "It was."
Exactly. That's the engineer's job. Is just
Yes.
there's a reason there's a talent called Miracle Worker.
It's just so funny. It was.
It was. There are some. No. My favorite bit of Star Trek engineering wisdom comes from Scott, from Scotty,
Oh yeah.
with the how long will it take? 4 hours. Well, how long did you tell him it was going to take?
4 hours. Yeah.
What? You never tell the captain how long it's actually going to take.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
I
Fucking
loved when they
talking
brought
to Jordy.
Scotty into Next Gen. Yeah.
Are you aware your dilithium matrix about to fracture?
Yeah.
He's like, "Get out of there."
Damn it. Oh. Yeah. So, you are off to a start. You are pretty confident that it's more so you're pretty confident that with some work and someone who really knows the particle physics, you're fairly confident that this could work. You could potentially do something with the actual energy phasing to make it go, utilizing the nature of waves versus particles. You might be
Yep.
able to come up with something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be
Uh,
interesting to see what happens.
Yep, but that's that will be a next week thing
Yeah.
to see how much further you get.
It's like in the end, you accidentally just make a disruptor.
Like I foresee this
The phaser
taking
disruptor.
I foresee this taking 2 or 3 sessions at the most.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm there soon.
I'm gonna accidentally make a Q weapon.
Okay.
Oh, don't do that.
In that case, I am going to start with. I'm going to. Okay, so back up on the bridge of the Hadfield. Not bridge. The conference room of the Hadfield. The man walks in. As I said, his name is Luxley. He walks in, and he turns to you, Rugon, and says, "Please wait out on the bridge. I will have the doctor here send for you when I'm done."
Gun will go and do that thing.
Okay, so you're just gonna stand out on the bridge. Rugon, when you step out onto the bridge, ooh, it is awkward.
You forgot to get dressed.
Well,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
not far off. It is that awkwardness of I forgot to wear pants to school. It is that kind of awkwardness.
I am Klingon and Vulcan. Such things do not bother me.
What?
And we're still just
Translation,
all
eat me.
staring at you.
Then, so we cut back to the conference room. Doctor, where are you sitting?
Depends. Where is Luxley sitting?
He. That's the thing. He hasn't sat down yet.
I'm just going to sit. I'm going to sit on this furthest away from.
He is going to sit right here.
In that case, sit like.
Hmm?
In that case, I'll sit like right here.
Oh, I thought you had already sat down.
Sure.
So, Doctor, what can you tell me of the events at the Pollux colony?
Could you be more specific, sir?
From the time that you and your away team arrived on the planet's surface until the moment that you returned to the Hadfield, I want a complete account of what happened.
Out of character, how long? Like.
Hmm?
Out of character, how long does that be? 3 or 4?
Oh, how long for you guys was this away mission?
Yeah.
You say couldn't have been more than 14 to 16 hours.
Okay.
Maybe
All right.
maybe 20 at the most. Certainly less than a day.
There's not much. There's not much to say. We just down to the plant surface, and went to turning back on their power so that we could access the lock. At which point, quanton particles emitted from their engineering department sent us back over 100 the last to back when the colony did. And then figured out a way to get back, sir.
I see. And what kind of actions did you undertake while you were back in the colony's operational period?
First, disguised ourselves as members of their crew.
As you say that, you see he takes up his pad and he writes. He notes something down.
Then we kind of wandered a while. Weren't entirely sure what to get back. We went up to the U.S. cast, where we were able to take. Oh shoot! What was the communications?
What?
What was the thing we used to communicate with? Future
A comm badge.
Yeah, you were able to use the comm badge and the communications system of the Pollux, or the
Yep.
caster.
There you go.
Yeah. While exploring the caster, the was able to make contact with your Hadfield crew. That is. From there, we went back down to the plant surface. We hid inside a closet, and we set up a communications. We set up that communications device so that we could receive messages from the Hadfield crew, and we left a beacon using one of our badges to show them that we're down because the communication signal was a one-way. It couldn't go.
I see. One-way communications. So I assume that you had to send messages back to your crew the long way.
Yes, sir.
I see. What precautions did you take in seeing that these messages would not be intercepted along the way?
We made sure to.
What?
Sorry, my dog just went crazy for a second. We went sure. We made sure to hide them in location would not be found by the inhabitants of the colony.
I see. And who took the steps to ensure that these items were well hidden?
The captain, sir, leader of the away.
I see. He checks off something on the pad in front of him.
Is that good or is that bad?
He looks at you, looks back to the pad. Next question. And it continues like that for a short period. Then he gets to the point of, now then, Doctor, I would like to inquire how, whether or not you are aware how the changes to the timeline came to be.
The original changes, sir? The changes
that led to the current state of the colony. The current state.
Well, sir, there was, unfortunately, because it died, could not study it, but there was some temporal entity that was messing with the timeline and assuming the energy of certain members of the Pollux colony. We were able to expose the animal and destroy it, which set the timeline, and the survived.
And who was the one who destroyed this creature?
She looks.
I see. And he checks off another box. Well then, do you feel that any of the actions taken by the command staff put the timeline in unnecessary jeopardy?
Exactly quantified as this, Jin?
What?
Exactly who qualifies as command staff in your question?
That would, you know that, you would know this, Doctor. Command staff specifically refers to, like, you, Gon,
Oh, okay.
Captain, like,
Okay.
all the people
I
who
didn't
are
know.
in
Alright.
charge of departments.
Okay.
In
I
which
didn't know if you
case-
meant the captain or all of us. Okay.
Yeah, in which case, that descriptor applies to all three of you.
No, sir. We did our absolute best to share as little information as possible.
I see. No acts of violence against any of the locals. He says in sort of, you know, a I wouldn't even say a joking manner.
No, sir. That's preposterous. Why would we attack fellow beings who've done nothing wrong?
Oh, so
Takes the question.
what?
She takes the question seriously.
Oh, such acts of violence aren't always perpetrated by the visitors. However, sometimes when a temporal displacement occurs, the residents of the travel to time period may react violently.
No, sir. Only one person discovered that.
Really?
Yes.
And who would that be?
A small Vulcan child.
I see. And do you know their name?
Shit. What was his?
Yeah, I'll give you the name. That's fine.
The men.
Vamev.
Bemev?
I see.
Hello, Grennan.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
I'm here. I've been here for the past 15. So
No, you haven't.
Yep.
That's a lie.
So,
You're currently in your ready room and you can't do anything.
yeah, you are currently confined to your ready room until further notice. I'll let you know what happened. You were sent back to Starbase, like directly back to Starbase. You were ordered not to make any stops on the way, which is the Starfleet equivalent, as Valak put it, Mom telling you come downstairs right this instant.
Sorry, I lost connection for a second.
I'm just
okay,
catching.
so Mom told me get
I'm just
down.
giving
Yep.
Jacoby the back. The
Alright.
Then
so
temporal worker showed up,
yep.
Oh God,
talked
those idiots.
talked to you a bit,
In fact,
forced you to stay in your ready room, and
in
is now
fact-
interviewing the doc.
in fact, very specifically noted, you are dealing with Luxley. Who,
Is he familiar?
no, Luxley is one of the two guys who appeared in that DS9 episode.
Yep.
Okay. It's been a while.
That was giving
I hate jokes.
that was giving Cisco Ajita. So he ordered you confined to your ready room until further notice. He put Valak in command of the Hadfield for temporarily, and he is currently interrogating the doctor.
Didn't he relieve all three of us of duty?
Yes, for temporarily speaking. Currently, Rugan is just awkwardly standing around on the bridge.
I believe you mean temporally speaking, because he's a member of the.
Temporally.
Never mind.
But
Anyway,
Getting court-martial for that one.
so yes, so he
And,
so he asked you.
Joesa is busy making a Q gun.
So he asked you, and how did this individual discover your identity?
Found me hiding in the closet.
Exactly that. He
Hang on.
entered the closet where we were hiding while we were not paying attention.
Okay, sorry. Give me just a sec.
That's a problem.
I hit a
He's rolling some dice.
no. It's I hit something and it messed up my headphones. What did you say? I kind of missed all of that.
I'm sorry. Sir, while we were busy, he entered the room while we were not paying attention.
I see. And he writes that down. Now then. And you see he's deep in thought. He's clearly considering. Now, was this boy told of now who told this youth about your true nature?
That would be Lieutenant Rugan, sir.
I see. Very well. At present, I have no further questions for you. You appear to be more or less in the clear. You may return to active duty. However, be ready to be called back in if I have any further questions.
Aye, sir. Thank you, sir. And then she walks out of the room as quickly as she can.
Doctor,
Yes.
please send in Mr. Rugan, if you would please.
Oh, yes, sir. And she just taps Rugan on the shoulder, points to the room, and then walks away as quickly as she can.
Run away.
Rugan, you walk into the room. Guy's sitting right here.
All right, Rugan is going to sit down across from him.
Just directly across, like right here.
Yes.
All right.
I'm here for an interview. Look the man in the eye.
Now then, Mr. Rugan, I would like a rundown of the events that occurred when the away team beamed down to the Pollux colony approximately a week and a half ago.
Aye, sir. As it stands, when we reactivated the colony's power system, a mineral that they were using that they had dubbed Poloxium reactivated, and as such it ended up, long story short, we ended up being sent into the past. I'm
just mentally rocking it, I'm trying to remember the last of it.
whilst down there, we were able to communicate with our crewmates by hiding a comm badge securely in the Jeffries tubes of one of the engineering stations, triggered to only reactivate once the colony had been repowered. As our scans had indicated, this hadn't been the case since, and the colony had remained untouched since the time it was stationed, since the time of its destruction. I would say that we had a reasonable estimation of that this would only be discovered by our own crewmates.
Reasonable. I see.
Well, as reasonable as anything can be in that sort of situation. Nothing is set in stone, especially when it comes to temporal affairs.
Don't I know it? And he writes that down. Now then, in my previous interviews and gathering of information, I have learned of a Vulcan child who was made aware of your nature as temporal visitors.
Indeed.
And how did he discover you?
As it stands, the only one who is not currently occupied with the crisis on the colony was the one who did not have any work to do, which is to stand the overcurrent overseer's child. And as such,
This was the child of the colony's overseer.
Indeed.
And how did this youth come to learn of how did this youth learn specifically that you were time travelers?
Upon being discovered, we were presented with a choice. We either had to, in some fashion, gain the youth's trust, or else be reported to the colony at large, as this was possibly the one child on the colony that we had that we would have reasonable estimation would be taken seriously in such things, especially concerning my nature as a species that was under some conflict with the Federation at that time. We figured that the safest option was, in fact, to release something. And as being a child, even though they're still a Vulcan, there is enough... what is the word I'm looking for? There's still enough wonder, I suppose, to understand that. I'm bollocking my own sentence. I'm doing the sentence that we did the fucking timeline. Let me start that. Again, we had reasonable estimation that the safest option, if we were in fact discovered by the colony at large, we have reasonable estimation that they would not let any who were working together with a Klingon at the time perform any sort of work with their maintenance. And the only way we would be able to do so further is, in fact, to reveal ourselves on a larger scale. As such, I deemed at the time that it was wiser to allow a smaller breach than a larger one.
So, you performed in your opinion, risk assessment.
Indeed.
Those kinds of things are very dangerous, Mr. Rugan.
With respect, sir, so is being a Klingon in that time period.
Okay, now I want you, at this point, with specifically in regards to that, I need you to make me a presence command difficulty 3 check.
Oh, I'm real good at these.
I will give you a hint. There are at least one value that there's at least one value I will let you use for this.
Well, I do have negotiation.
No, value. Like
And
for a
value,
determination.
value.
Determination.
If I'm gonna just spend a determination on anything, bullshit in my command is what it's good for.
So it's just a matter of you picking
I would say probably.
Yeah, it's just a matter of you picking the proper value.
The immediate action is not always the wisest.
Nope.
We must strive to do the right thing.
I will allow that.
There we are.
Hey.
You are trying to you are trying to justify your actions.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes.
So, roll me a presence command check. You only need one success.
Right now, we don't have any momentum, do we?
You do.
Not at the moment. No, we spent that for Kiji's weapon.
You bastards. Alright, let's see now. Show me potato salad. Where's your fucking momentum, you sons of bitches?
Oh
Nice.
my god. Are those
That's-
double ones?
Those are
That's
double
amazing.
ones, yes. There we are.
Holy
I'll give you
shit.
a fucking nonsense.
So
How much momentum am I adding?
3.
Did you already spend the one we already have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I shan't use my determination.
Oh, don't forget, you could also use your untapped potential.
That is true. Let's give her a why not?
Hey,
Remember that you have that.
I know,
Yes,
right?
that's true. Here shall we gamble, lads.
Yes, let's gamble.
I will count that first one
Which
as
is nothing.
which is a nothing. So,
Okay.
okay, nothing happens.
Whoops.
That's fine.
Yeah, just click the challenge button.
So he says, I understand. And now then, on that matter, Mr. Rugan, I suggest you not make a habit of taking actions such as that, but I believe under the circumstances, given the nature of the event, this will be the first part of your file. As long as this doesn't become a repeat issue, your reputation, your your standing within Starfleet should not suffer. Just don't make a habit of this.
I don't intend to, sir. With all possible respect, I hope not to meet again in this circumstance.
Most people say that. However, on a tangentially related note, I must offer you a small modicum of thanks, I suppose.
In what fashion?
You see, the the events at the Pollux colony are the first if the readings are to be believed, will be the first confirmed instance of the Gemini effect. If
Yes, indeed, sir. I do recall. I think
if the readings turn out to be solid, while not a while I can't divulge details for reasons of secrecy, your readings will help in settling other cases the department has been investigating.
I'm glad to provide assistance, sir.
In that case, you are dismissed. You may return to active duty. However, be aware that I may require further information and testimony from you if needed.
Aye, sir. You know how to contact me.
And he nods, and you are dismissed.
No, I know.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do before he goes and talks to Le Capitaine? Mon Capitaine?
I want to hack into the Starbase's system.
Oh boy.
Can I,
Are you looking for something specific to Zonin that you're trying to access on the Starbase's systems?
I want
I
to find
think
out
it was
more
a joke.
information on these guys.
I think I need a new focus in dodging buses.
Dodging buses. We're gonna throw Rugan under the bus when I get caught.
What, you're trying to find information about this investigator?
Yeah, and like the different cases and stuff.
Okay.
This is gonna go so well.
Okay. Give me a control security. Hang on, control security. Difficulty, I'm gonna spend some threat. That's to increase the difficulty to 4. And I am spending a threat to increase the complication range by 1.
Okay.
The ship will assist with its computer security.
Damn.
Okay. And the ship?
Coming up.
Okay, that's 2 of 4. Not enough. What you're getting to Zonin is that this guy appears to be very much on the level. All the security codes check out. You're not able to get any information on any of the cases he's working on. That's all very much encrypted.
Unfortunate.
It's just a fact of what happens when you're dealing with temporal affairs. They keep that type of stuff on very close lockdown. They show up, they talk to you, and then they leave, and you don't see them again. If you're lucky.
This is the Hadfield. I don't think we're ever lucky.
Anything else anyone
All right.
wants? Anything else anyone wants to do?
I just wish to go over to Rugan and kind of just, Lieutenant, did the interview go well?
I guess Rugan is Rugan.
They got him.
That's what you need.
Rugan?
Yes, I'm here with Jaden.
Oh, gotcha. That's just, I'm asking, how did the interview go well?
Ah, yes. It actually went surprisingly well. The investigator seemed to sympathize with my case and has admitted that it's probably likely won't affect my any future sending in Starfleet.
Understood.
So yeah, it will go on your record that
Yep.
this happened, but anyhow, so in that case, Captain.
Hang on, I'm having a sneezing fit. Go on.
He's pregnant.
Oh no.
Sorry, it's okay. No, sorry, Ambrosia.
You good?
Yeah, just hay fever. Whatever.
Oof. So, the door opens, and again, it's this middle-aged human wearing. Actually, I misspoke. He's not wearing a Starfleet uniform. He's sort of, but it is this black outfit with sort of this V-neck type deal to it.
Okay.
It's like a cross between like a V-neck and a like business suit.
Understood.
Captain, sorry to keep you waiting.
Yes, please have a seat. We're doing this in my office, or you?
Yes, we are doing this in your office.
Fine, have a seat then.
And he sits down. I assume you're sitting in your chair.
Yes, very much so, with a glass of whiskey in my hand.
Okay.
He sits down. He looks at you. Looks down at the whiskey in your hand. Looks back at you. Makes a note.
It's my ship, sir.
Not right now, it's not.
I'll dunk the entire thing in one go and just set the glass aside.
Very good. Now then, Captain. Let's talk about what happened on the Pollux colony.
I
What
assume you
happened?
already spoke to my crewman?
Maybe I have, maybe I haven't.
If you have, then you've nothing to speak to me about. I was there, yes, but they could have given you the recounting just as well as I could.
We like to be thorough, Captain. We found that those who don't wish to speak to us more often than not have something to hide.
Fine then, ask away.
Very well. What happened when the away team beamed down to the Pollux colony?
Well, I was with that away team. Just as I was on my way to the administrative center, the ground shook. I passed out, and I woke up in another...
I see, so you weren't with the other members of the away team at the time they reactivated the generator and caused the anomaly.
No.
I see. See, that wasn't in my previous record.
And what was in your record, Agent?
That is confidential.
Sure.
Need to know basis.
Sure.
I'm sure you understand.
Yes, of course. It's as if these pips on my shoulder mean nothing at all, do they?
Right now, they don't.
I'll just scoff at him and look away.
I hope you understand the gravity of the situation.
The gravity of the situation, Agent, is that you got a free colony. And, as far as we can tell, the timeline has been relatively intact so far.
Yes, a free
Now-
colony, a free colony, and he puts his hand down on the table. A free colony that is sitting dangerously close to Zenkethi's space, Captain.
Well, that certainly isn't my fault, is it, Agent? I didn't place the goddamn colony there, did I?
No, but you are the reason that they're there now.
Oh, sod off with that, you know? I am not the reason they're there, and you know that very well, just as well as it's that effect that my scientists told me about.
Yes, the Gemini effect. Now, here's the thing that you need to understand, Captain. Anomalies that displace people in time, they happen. We understand that they happen. It brings us no end of annoyance that they happen, but they happen. What happens after you arrive, however, is entirely within your control.
What happens after the colony has arrived is not in my control. It is in control of Starfleet Command. You shouldn't be here. You should be going to take care of that colony, not us. We did what we did, and that's it.
He steeples his hands and he looks at you and he says, "Indeed, I will allow you to know this. Starfleet has already dispatched another vessel with my partner to handle the situation at the colony."
Well, then, if I may ask, why are you here? If it's just to get our accounting, you could have gotten that as well from my captain.
As I said, Captain, we need to be thorough. And if the way you're acting is any indication, this is going to be the start of a very long file.
Oh, do forgive me, Agent. I'm just not a fan of temporal leeches such as you are. Glass of water, cold. You see, Agent, I think your job is worthless. But then again, that's just my opinion, and I am a lowly captain of a lowly science ship, so what is my opinion? I'll drink some of the water. Therefore, I am allowed to express my opinion freely as I wish. Or am I not living in the United Federation of Planets?
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus. I am going to spend 2 threats to increase the difficulty. This is going to be difficulty of 5, and I'm spending another 2 threat to increase the complication range. Because you have, you are, you are coming dangerously close to making a powerful enemy.
Okay. I'm gonna use the value exploring to test new theories.
That won't work.
Insubordination's old hat for you, my friend.
Insatiable curiosity, because I am ever so curious as to how he's going to answer this.
I will.
Ever so curious as
no,
to
I
how
will-
far can I push this without getting the caught in my...
No, I will allow throughout the handbook and wrote my own.
Fine.
Because this is you saying that I'm not playing by your rules.
I'm gonna take another 2 threat, and I'm gonna toss these 3 momentum for a 5th
I
die.
will gladly take that 2 threat.
Does my focus in gambling, negotiation, diplomacy work?
You know what? I'll allow philosophy.
That works. Oh wait, that was control security. So hang on. My presence command is 15. So this, I don't think I would have gotten maybe 1 crit on the second roll.
Yep, you would have.
And that's it.
So that's and you would
1,
spend
3. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait a second.
8 success.
Wait. How many dice were you? You should have only rolled 4 dice.
Then remove the final result.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 1. So that's still 5 successes in addition to the 2. So that's 7 successes. You get 2 momentum.
Of course I do. I'm just that good.
said, "Well then, I believe we are done here, Captain. I will consider the matter closed for now. But
I do believe so as well, Agent, and I've waited so long to say this. Get the hell off my ship.
Easy, Captain. If you keep things up, your file will grow, and before you know it, you'll be another James Tiberius Kirk. And in my line
yeah.
of work, that's not a good thing."
And
he
in my
leaves.
line of work, Agent, Kirk was a legend, and I'll slam the door behind him. Figuratively slam the door behind him.
Yep.
I was gonna say, how did you pull my hair to the door and give it a
Yeah,
through the wall?
the door, as the door whooshes close, it whooshes close just a little harder than usual. And he leaves, and who's on the bridge? Actually, I'll
on
have
the
Balak
bridge.
do this.
Yep.
So, Luxley walks over to you. Give me an Insight Command difficulty 2 check.
Oh, this is going to go well. Oh, come on.
Wow, Captain, that was something.
Yeah, that was way better than ours.
That was.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Well, that's the one I was. That's the one I was waiting for. I was like, how? You see, I can see the doctor handling this okay, and I can see Rugan maybe weaseling his way through it, and being a good science boy. So, getting through with it. How is the captain gonna deal with this? Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm a rebellious little shit. What can you do about it?
That is.
Are you able to roll block?
One sec.
Do you want me to roll for you?
For one, I'm spending a momentum. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Has it rolled at all?
Nope.
It
not yet.
maybe will soon, but if it doesn't, I can roll for you if you want.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you needed inside command, is that right?
Correct.
Doop, doop. Are you using any focuses? Probably not.
I don't believe I'm gonna have anything that'll help me here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There he
Nope.
is. Oh, shit, son. So we gain a momentum back.
Yep. That's
Apparently, I did okay.
yeah. So, you get the momentum back. Yeah, you can tell he is. He walked into that room, kind of okay. He walks out of that room. He is not happy.
Okay. So basically, what I expected was going to happen.
Well, Commander, I will be taking my leave very shortly.
Understood.
I wish to receive the logs of the ship in relation to the incident,
Very well.
and would also like to be made aware of any other temporal phenomenon that have occurred around the ship since then. Temporal events can have a nasty way of persisting.
Understood.
Well,
Now-
now that you mention it,
Hey, come on. I'm gonna talk to him about that.
Who said that?
Now then, I wish you luck, Commander. You must have far more patience than I do. And he leaves the bridge. Oh,
Good riddance.
Just some booze. Yeah, booze is good.
Booze. Yeah, I think you and the captain are both gonna need a long drink after this. So, Captain, you've been returned to duty. You are now in, about 10-15 minutes later, you get the word on your computer. You have been returned to command of Hadfield.
Excellent. I'll go back onto the bridge. Lieutenant Zone and get us out of here as quick as possible.
Warp 9.
Oh, geez. Oh well, no. You're still supposed to stay at Starbase for a little bit. Like this is.
Yeah,
This is. You're at Starbase right now.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
this-
You know what that means? Free time.
Yeah, like that-
Warp into
Yep.
the starbase.
Yeah, no. You guys have. Here, I'll even show you.
Hey, that's a neat looking starbase. Does it have a casino?
Oh, jeez.
This
Yeah, I'm
is
sure I wouldn't call it a casino, but I'm sure it has rec areas.
I was gonna say this is not Quarks, you know. So we're not.
Well,
DS9.
okay. Crew. Free time. Use it as best you can before we get the hell back into the unknown of space. I myself will be hitting the casino or the gambling areas.
Okay. Who wants to do what first on Starbase? Tizonan's already over there. I think. Oh no, Tizonan isn't already over there. He was just accessing Starbase
yeah.
records.
Yep.
Jueza,
Kiji
however,
went
is.
over there. Yeah.
Jueza was over there. So, who's going over to Starbase and who's staying?
I guess I'll stay at the starbase since I'm already there.
I'd like to go talk to the captain.
You know what? I'll do it this way. Doctor, when you go to find the captain, you're told that he's already on Starbase.
All right. I'll go track him down then.
Okay. Yeah, you find him in you find him in sort of this sort of little casino area. There are a few Dabo tables. Let me find it because there are a few different. Oh, what's that one thing that Picard played?
Poker, blackjack.
No.
Domja.
Domja.
Domjot, human.
Yeah.
Every time it's mentioned, every time I've got to.
Yep.
Basically, pool.
Yeah. Play Domjot human.
Space pool.
Yes. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, there are a couple Domjot tables. And a number of other similar type deals. What are you gonna play, Jacoby?
Domjot, human.
Gonna play Domjot.
Ah.
All right. Fortunately,
I'll play against him.
I mean, fortunately, as this is like a Federation starbase, the crowd is a little more pleasant.
Don't worry, there are Nausicaans in the crowd, so if you want to start a fight, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm good on that one.
In this case, I'll have this be a control. It's going to be a control something check. I'm not 100% sold on what I want.
Control command.
I'm thinking control command. Either control command or
Yeah.
control science.
Damn right.
Boo.
Damn right, son.
Hang
How
on.
much do I generate?
Hang on. I'm gonna spend a thread just to give my guy a chance. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Not enough, but the other guy plays Dom. The other guy it's a Bolian, plays Domjot pretty well. But in the words of a Nausicaan, you play Domjot, human.
Very well. Yes.
So yeah, so you actually, Doctor, you watch in just as you watch Jacoby absolutely wreck it at the Domjot table.
Amazing.
All right, so I'm just gonna walk up and like tap him on the shoulder.
Ah, doctor. Buy you a cup of noodles?
No, sir. I just wanted to ask you. What was the end of the investigation? Are we in the clear?
As far as I know, I chased him off my ship.
You what?
I don't really like temporal agents
Y-
or leeches.
Wait, that's illegal.
I don't either, sir. But I don't want to lose my post.
Oh, neither do I,
Please.
Doctor, but we live in the United Federation of Planets, and every person has the right to express their own opinion. Therefore, I expressed mine when I called that man a leech, which, realistically speaking, he is.
Yes, sir. But you could have cost us all of our posts.
No, I would have only cost myself the post, not you.
Okay, sir. So we're all set.
We're all set as far as I can tell. Now, will you let me buy you a cup of noodles?
Sure. Okay.
Good. To the vending machine.
You go over to like a food replicator. There are a lot of different noodle options. You could get like lo mein. You get like soba noodles, udon noodles,
We get
and Tarian long noodles.
We get something nice.
Yeah.
But so doctor, as I slurped my noodle,
Hang on.
what exactly did he ask you?
Wait, hang on.
Just
I gotta. Oh no, not that one. Yeah, as my father said, Klingon glass noodles.
What?
There we go. There you go. There's the replicator sound effect.
Yay. So doctor, what did he ask you specifically?
just ask the events of the. And that's
Did he ask about Rugan?
in what way?
As, you know, in the way of the kid. Did he ask about Rugan?
I just told him about it.
Oh,
He didn't really-
doctor. I thought blood was thicker than water.
I don't know. Yes.
No, don't worry. I don't fault you. It's fine. The pressure of those people can really get to you sometimes, and I understand how it is. It's just giving those people every bit of information might not always be the wisest choice. They got a free colony, which, yes, they admitted it was very close. It is very close to foreign space. However, they got a free colony with a very rare resource on it. I don't think they should be complaining, honestly.
Okay, so I do want to just point something out to you, Jacoby, just for your reference, and you would know this. I'll just pull you guys over to the map so you can see it. You guys are currently at Starbase 621, so you are actually pretty much at the border of Zenkethi space.
Which is right here.
Pollux is here.
Okay.
The-
That's quite deep.
the Pollux colony is there. So the thing is, the existence of Starbase 21 and this border with the Zenkethi coalition is tentatively accepted, and that was something that was only gained through like lengthy diplomatic finagling to get them to be okay with the border.
Now, Doctor, I myself am not a very great knower of space tactics, but this colony should be fine. We should be fine, at least.
But, sir, are we not on the as them? Why would we not tell them every...
Here.
Because, Doctor, it's almost the equivalent of telling Section 31, if such a thing even exists, that you used to wet your bed until you were the age of... They're gonna use it against you.
I think getting on their bad side them hurt far more than telling them.
Oh, fear not, Doctor. I don't think I got on that man's bad side. He's as scared as a...
Oh dear.
If you say...
Just, I may do some odd decisions at times, but it's all part of the grand scheme. Don't worry, Doctor. Enjoy your noodles. I'm going back to the Dabo table.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So, Doctor, you're eating your noodles, and about maybe, you're close to maybe 2/3 of the way through them, when you hear a female voice say, Maselli, Dr. Maselli.
Yes, and I'm going to turn around to recognize.
And you turn, you actually see a relatively familiar face. It's a Trill. How familiar are you with the Trill?
They're the, hold on.
The Trill are the ones that can get, like, the symbiote thing put in them?
Yeah, Dax from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
okay, I know what you're talking about.
yeah. This is Jedzao Mel. She's an unjoined Trill, as far as you recall. And she served in the science department on board the USS Anning.
Oh, neat. Sorry, what was the name again?
Jedzao Mel. Jedzau Mel. MEL.
Jedzao Mel, right?
Like so, I think.
Hmm?
I typed it in chat.
Oh, you want me to put it in chat?
I think
No,
I
you
did
said
it. I think I already did it correctly, maybe.
Let me see. It's an A instead of an O, and there's no apostrophe.
All right. Jedzao Mel, right? You were on the Anning, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, still am. I'm just taking shore leave.
Oh. You took shore leave here?
Yes. Just figured I'd get away from everything, you know?
I know that feeling, but, why is Mill?
Hmm?
Why is space station, in the middle of nowhere?
Well, the Anning can't go too far back into Federation space. We still are part of the 10th Expeditionary Fleet, you know. This was as good of a relaxation spot as I was going to get, given the amount of time I had.
That's fair. What have you been up to?
Oh, just been working more archaeological sites with the Anning when they come up, doing long-term research. You remember that this woman was in the archaeology department. It was something of a specialty of the Annings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. Got very boring after.
Got very what?
It got very boring after a while.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Well, I can see how some of you might think it, but I hear you're on the Hadfield nowadays,
Yeah. Chief medical officer, in fact.
and you must get very far out there then.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been on a wild ride. The last week spent 120 years in the past and back.
Really? Well, that doesn't surprise me with you, Doctor. I remember you were always the one bouncing around the ship.
Yeah. This is much pace. What rank is?
She is a full lieutenant.
Yeah. This is much more my. A lot more dangerous, but it's way more exciting on the end.
Right. So, how long are you folks going to be in Starbase? And to answer that question, you're going to be in for the next 36 hours.
Bit more than a day. Why?
Oh, just curious. Want to see how long your shore leave is going to last. I want you to make me an insight command check.
I was just going to say.
I'm going to spend a threat.
Would psychiatry apply?
Psychiatry or psychology?
Psychiatry.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Oof. I rolled real well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, she just seems to be making small talk. It's sort of the thing you do when you're making small talk, is you just sort of ask all the random little questions about everything you're doing.
Is there anything specific? So no. Is there anything specifically she's interested in? About?
No, she more or less just seems to be asking little things. She's not asking anything, like, sensitive.
All right. I'm happy.
Yeah, not like she's asking ship movements and ship plans. Not like that's nothing that a Starfleet officer wouldn't be able to pull up anyway.
All right.
Well, I'll see you around. I'll see you around. I have some artifacts that I have to go back over. Even when I'm on vacation, I'm doing work.
I know that feeling. I haven't gotten.
And she walks away.
Cool.
Okay, so who wants to do anything else?
If I can, I'm going to try to do what the Zonin did and get info on our nice temporal agent and possibly what he's been looking at.
So, are we just doing roleplay on the Starbase now?
Yeah, that's basically what most of this episode is.
right,
Except
so-
for me.
I gotta go pick up a prescription, so is it alright if I dip?
Yeah, you feel free.
Alright, see ya.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, I'm my free time is going to be on the ship. I'm due to nice temporal agents appearing and the intelligence appearing and all that. I'm gonna see if I could get any info.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's gonna be an or controls security or engineering. Difficulty 3, assisted by the ship's computer security. However, I'm gonna spend a threat to increase the complication range.
Cool.
Come on, Whammy.
Do I want to? Can I take one of those momentum?
Yes.
Cool.
Come on. And the ship. With computer security.
And sorry, I got computers, but now for some reason it won't let me move this ship stuff. Oh, there we are.
Do I have to roll something, or are we still waiting on you?
No, I'm seeing if it'll roll again.
Oop, nope. So you get much of the same that the Zonin does. There's a good amount of stuff that you can find, like just general service records of the guy, but a lot of the stuff to do with the Department of Temporal Investigation, a lot of that's classified for good reason.
Um, let's see. Okay. Well, that'll have to do that.
Yeah, I
I-
was gonna say that was
Now
your
I'm
attempt.
just wondering if I can. Now I'm also wondering if I can erase the fact that I looked it up.
That is taken into account. It only
Okay,
it only
okay.
would have been a problem if you had complicated.
Okay, so thank you. That's my main thing. Damn it. Fucking hate time travel.
So, is there anything else that anyone would like to do?
Yes, can I pick up a new set of orders?
Oh, yes. You want further orders?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Right
Okay.
back to work. Yeah.
Yeah, let me think about where you guys are going next, because actually, I think you might be going somewhere different this time.
This time?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I will not be there for the next 2 games, so it's without me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think...
With or without.
Mhm.
With or without you.
Yeah, I like you too, guys. I like you
Yes,
too.
okay. So here are your orders, Captain. You are to proceed along the border of Federation space, just go the whole way down, until you reach Starbase 214.
Well,
Could you pull back up the map?
Oh, are you guys not? I forgot to put you guys back on the map.
Yes,
Now
could you
we're looking
bring
at the
back the map
starbase.
again? I was just about to say.
You guys are going to be traveling. You guys are going to be traveling all the way down to Starbase 214.
Which is whereabouts?
Down here.
Oh, that's a long way from
Yeah,
home.
you're going a long way, but you're gonna have the opportunity to hit some of the stops on the way, like Deep Space Nine, Starbase 310, Starbase 129,
kidding me?
Starbase
I'm getting
211.
DS9?
Huh?
Wait, where are we
Again?
going?
Right around here.
You're gonna end up down here.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, we have to use Federation space and go around that nice little. Yeah, it's
Which
all sorts of.
is through here, and then here, and then
Hmm.
in essence. Or unless we can pass straight through Cardassia.
No Federation space.
Yeah. Well, currently, the Federation does have permission. They can attain permission to pass through Cardassian space.
Okay,
see.
but what's the situation with the DMZ, though?
Honestly, the DMZ is more something that, if I'm recalling correctly, it's more something that the Cardassians have to deal with.
Are those Federation colonies in the DMZ, or are they Cardassian colonies?
I
If
don't.
I recall correctly, I think there were Federation colonies in there, right?
I think.
Well, there's both.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's both.
So.
Right, and they're the ones that split off into like the was it the Maquis or something else as well? And
Yeah,
then
the
Cisco
Maquis.
threatened to nuke them.
So.
That's always
So
that I want to be Cisco when I grow up.
So those are your orders.
Okay, well, I'm going back to. Actually, the station has like beds, right? Nothing on the not like on the ship, right? You got a hotel or something like that on the station, or at least dedicated quarters on the station.
Yeah, you could probably, especially since you're a captain, you could probably swing private quarters for the night.
Excellent. I'm going to the store to get a bottle of moonshine, and I'm locking myself into the captain's quarters on the.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy.
So, does anyone else want to do anything?
Well, since my wonderful attempt failed, can I go about the station and see, is there some sort of bar?
Oh yeah.
Yep, I'm looking for a little Romulan ale.
Okay. Oh, Romulan ale. That's gonna take some looking.
Yep.
Wait,
yep.
no. Actually, I don't think it will. I think Romulan ale has been
Standardized.
yeah, or I think it's been decriminalized.
Which it shouldn't be, but okay. I just think of Worf in the movie there. It's like Romulan ale should be illegal.
So, what are you going? So I think that'll be. You won't have to roll for it then.
Okay. Well then, I'm just going to acquire a nice bottle and head back to the ship and
Okay.
put it away.
You're just gonna put it away.
Yes.
Okay. You're not gonna drink it. You're just gonna take it.
In his belly.
I'm going to.
No.
I'm going to store that bottle of Romulan ale in my stomach.
No. I'm going to put it away for now, and then it's basically a rainy day ale.
Rainy day ale. Got it. So, who else has anything they want to do? Sounds like we're probably approaching the end of the episode.
Well, if that's all, you might as well call it.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah,
say.
I was gonna say.
We topped our court out of a court martial, not too bad.
So,
Yep. I was just saying, yep. And don't forget, I will also not be here next week.
Okay, I'm sure I can write something to. I'm sure I can write something to account for that.
Yeah, sorry, Doctor,
Yeah,
you were
but
saying.
I was just. It's not much.
All right. So with that,
Sorry.
the Hadfield. The next day, the Hadfield unclamps from mooring at Space Dock and starts heading off towards, in this case, you're heading along the Federation border towards Deep Space Nine.
Yes, and if possible, when I return 2 weeks from now, do you think we could do a mission right at this little special planet,
Beta Z?
Beta Z? It's on the way.
Yeah, you could potentially swing by Beta Z, and that is a planet I've wanted to stop
I'd like
by.
to have that episode when I return, if that's possible.
Okay. Is there something specific you want out of that, or do you just want to visit
No,
Beta Z?
no, just give me an episode on Beta Z.
Alright.
You want to get into some Betazoidian politics?
Yeah,
Perhaps,
okay, let's stop
perhaps.
the
Get my